Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Double A Perspective. We have a very special guest with us today, all the way back from Randolph High. We're bringing in Keisha Tucker. And of course, we have Dre here. Dre, say hello to the folks.
Yep, just here.
Just here. A man of few words. It's okay. So Keisha's going to tell us what she's been up to since 2002.
Right. So, as you know, I grew up in Randolph, Massachusetts mostly. Went to high school with the lovely Alyx over here at Randolph High School in Massachusetts.
Go Blue Devils.
Yeah, Blue Devils all the way. Then after high school, I went to UMass Amherst and became a Minuteman. Did all 4 years there. Was a theater major. And quickly went to California, loved the weather and always wanted to be in TV and film. So I just threw myself in the business, basically. I went right out there and started doing background acting, extra work. If you guys know anything about that, up to do all of that. The union, SAG-AFTRA, started doing stunts and and just by started doing stunts, I mean, literally, I just heard about something one day called stuntkids.com with one of my roommates, also from the East Coast, that was out here with me at the same time. And we learned stunts in exchange for helping kids out on like trampoline and like doing fall stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, you guys are teaching me stuff. And then, it's just all who you know. You just start to meet more and more people. And then they're like, oh, Keisha's cool, hire her. And then, and then it just builds from there.
Nice.
Yeah. But, and lately, the latest thing that's aired on TV anyway is I did an acting role, a small acting role on Chicago PD, where I played a nursing assistant, living assistant called Sonia. And I've also been doing stunts on 911 as well.
Hey, I love that show. Oh my God.
Yes.
I'm 3 episodes behind because, spoiler alert, Bobby died and I am not okay. I am not okay. I can't watch his funeral. I haven't been able to watch it since. And I know I'm not alone.
You're not. And I'm not going to say I don't watch the show, but I watch what the fans are saying a lot. So I know.
Right.
I watch what's going on in the scenes and stuff when I'm there. But
exactly. Yeah.
There's just not enough time in the day for everything on TV.
I hear that.
Movies.
Well, we got to do seasons.
Girl, I got to research.
So what do you do for research when you're researching for a role?
I mean, research meaning just like anything on what they're doing today. I feel like I just watch the shows that are out today just for myself to just know who's casting, who's writing right now, what the casting is like, how they're acting and doing different camera angles and, producers and casting directors. I'm like, oh, that person worked on Bridgerton. Oh, and they're going to work on this show coming up. Maybe I can ask my agent to send me an audition for this show because I like that show. Like just going on IMDb and just watching the latest shows that are out. My research, I'm lucky enough to do right now.
That's amazing. You're living my dream, kid. Living my dream.
Yeah, seeing what's shooting in town too. You're asking people when you're on set, your friends, texting people, hey, what's shooting in town? Sometimes as stunt people, more than actors, stunt people have to go in order to get jobs. Sometimes, like I said, like it's a lot of who you know. So in order to get to know people, you have to go to set sometimes and introduce yourself. And be like, hey, my name is blah, blah. This is what I do. Here's a headshot, resume, or what's your email? Can I send you my stuff? And that's a lot of times what stunt people do.
Okay. Look at that. I'm getting the inside track. Now, I wanted to ask you, getting back into your stunt work, give us a little rundown of some things you've done.
I've done Black Panther, first one.
Hey.
Also Wakanda. And those are two really big box office movies more notable movies that I've done. But I've also worked on a lot of TV shows, said 911. I've done Lomar, The Rookie, Station 19, I was able to dabble with. I got to do a small co-star plus stunt with that. Station 19. I was also able to do a few more Marvel movies like Ant-Man and the Wasp, and I worked on just like a day or two on Spider-Man Homecoming, I believe it was, and the list goes on.
I love that. Oh my God. I'm like geeking out right now. Oh, okay. So I have to ask.
Us was great. Yes,
Oh my God.
that wasn't a Marvel movie, but it was great to work with the people. You know,
Yeah.
Jordan's the man.
Oh my God. I'm dead. I'm dead. I would die. Dre, who in the Marvel universe would you want to meet if you were in Keisha's shoes?
I'm just writing this question down real quick. Okay. All right. If I don't, gone with the wind.
Right.
Like a fart in the breeze, as they say, you know.
Literally.
Yeah. So, and then I have to order the question so they make sense. So, anyways, though, what was the question?
I was saying
Who did I want to meet?
Who in the
meet?
Marvel universe
Oh
would you
yeah.
want
All
to
right.
meet?
So, like along the lines of that question, it reminded me. You know, we always bring up comedians in the show.
Yes.
And it reminded me of a comedian. You know, Neil Brennan. That was one of the writers on the Chappelle Show. He's now a comedian, or he's on stage now at least. Anyways,
Nice.
And he's like, you know, people ask me, they always ask me, like, you know, is Kevin Hart humble? And I'm like, what? But I'm gonna skip that. And I'm gonna be like, you know, like, who have you met that hasn't been humble?
Ooh, good question. Because he spits hot fire.
You're like, dick, you know, like, or maybe you can't say it because they.
Let's not get her blackballed now.
Nobody in the Marvel universe I've met.
Okay.
I can only think of one person at the top of my head, but it wasn't
Okay.
in a Marvel movie.
All right.
It was somebody.
You can make the rhyme, like rhymes with blah blah blah, you know.
Somebody I doubled in Without Remorse. Her name rhymes with Brody Schmidt.
Okay.
Top of my head, I was like, oh,
Good enough. Good enough. Yeah. Yeah, this planet could do without you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I wish you disappeared with that, you know, the Thanos snap for people.
The Thanos snap.
Who didn't get that one? That was the. Okay. Yeah, I wanted to jump to my next, you know, question real quick. And that was like, so as you're talking about, you know, the stunt double life, there's a movie that my wife wanted me to see that I didn't want to see because we had just seen Barbie. And what was that? Was it Ryan Gosling?
Yeah.
Yes.
And she was like, do you want to go see The Fall Guy? And I was like, no.
What? That was the best movie.
So I'll ask you, like, I hadn't seen the movie, so you can't spoil it for me. But if you want to spoil it,
I'm
go
not
ahead.
gonna.
But how close to real life is the movie?
How close to real life?
Yeah.
Not very.
You don't fall in love on set?
Huh?
You don't fall in love on set?
You don't see actors everywhere you go? Like what?
I mean, I guess that stuff could happen. You know, there's rarely is there like an actor that has a close. Well, sometimes actors have a close relationship with their stunt person, but I mean, I haven't seen it where they like always, you know, I don't know, hang out and stuff like Brad Pitt did in the Tarantino movie and all that. But yeah, I don't know. But there was just a lot of stunts, a lot of action. I feel like just to have action, which is great.
They were blowing a lot of stuff up.
Yeah, blowing a lot of stuff up, falling out of stuff, flipping stuff, and crashing stuff. But, you know, it was amazing for stunt people because it gave a lot of people work. It was fun to watch. It was exciting. It gave people bars to get to in some cases. So, and then it got a lot of people noticed like that movie. It got stunts probably a little bit more noticed because it was about stunts. Yeah, and it's always nice when there's a major actor that goes to bat for us like Ryan Gosling and is like supportive of getting those people out there and known and all that. And yeah, and I feel like that and some of the people who worked on that were definitely part of helping stunts get into the Oscars, which is now going to be a thing finally.
Really?
I mean, if you recommend it, even if it's just for educational purpose, I'll check.
Yeah, educational and stuff for sure.
Right. Okay. For science, Dre, for science.
Okay. I think I've seen bits of it. Yeah, but not the whole movie.
I wasn't expecting much. I'm not gonna lie to you. After I'm more of a Ryan Reynolds than a Ryan Gosling, but honestly, I was impressed.
Yeah.
I think he did a great job, and I love the production. It was great.
Yeah, production was great. Some of the writing to me was a little corn, but that's okay.
A little bit.
Thank you for saying that.
Preface to say.
That's also like a big part of movies. Like when you watch the movie, you're like, did we just forget about that other part? Like we're just gonna
it's the secondhand embarrassment you get.
We're just gonna move on.
They should have left that line out.
Okay. But as we're talking about stunt doubles and all the action, what's it like for a stunt double to get health insurance? Do you have to put your occupation on? Is it?
Well, yeah, it's different for actors. I mean, a lot of actors go through SAG. Our union has like a SAG insurance, like SAG-AFTRA insurance, health insurance.
Yeah.
And a lot of people do. The insurance is pretty good when you go through the union, but yeah, the insurance is actually pretty good. I don't know, but a lot of people in stunts have to do more upkeep, I would say. Like, just going to the sector more, making sure you're adjusted and like you're not too much in pain to like go to work and perform your job, and you're recovering quickly because getting older, you take more time to recover and want to do more things to take care of your body. Just keeping up with the working out and some people like to do ice baths and do the machines with the and stuff like that, the anything, I don't know, Epsom salt, whatever.
All the things.
Yeah, but if you're not doing all that stuff, then yeah, maybe you might have to go to the doctors a little bit more to get massages.
You guys got that covered?
No, massages aren't. Chiropractic stuff like that, acupuncture stuff like that, but yeah, it's
that's wild.
Do stunt actors like have specialties? Like you're like, I'm the guy that gets hit in the head with a bat, or like, yeah, you can light me on fire.
Yes, some people do have specialties or preferences on what they want to do. Some people are just people. They grew up riding motorcycles and dirt bikes, and that's all they want to do. They don't want to fall down the stairs. They don't want to fall off.
But they'll fall off a bike.
They don't want to do any of that.
Okay.
And then some people who are stunt people like me are also actors, so they want to do a role. Like they want lines, they want a role while they're doing some action. Or some people don't want to do anything. They're like, I can't act, just throw me down some stairs and I'm good. Like, please to me. So much of a mix. And yeah, you just gotta find where it's about saying yes and no, telling people what you can do and what you want to do.
So what, do you have a specialty?
Well, when I was in high school, I did gymnastics and I was a dancer.
Right.
Naturally progressed to doing fight choreography because of dance and just having aerial awareness from stuff like that. So, but I still train in all the things. Like I got my diving certificate a couple years ago and started taking stunt driving classes years ago and try to keep up with that. Got my motorcycle license a couple of years ago. Like stuff like that I've learned along the way that I didn't know a long time ago that I'm trying to get better at so that I can do more in film with it. But yeah, that's where I started out, was in gymnastics and dance, but I didn't really have a specialty. But I'd be like, yeah, I can fall and fight and swim, and I'm more of an all-around person. Yeah.
I bet that looks good on your resume, being, able to do all the things.
Yeah, and
just
acting.
Having an eclectic. Yeah.
Yeah, that sometimes they don't want to hire a double to do everything. Sometimes they want the actor to be able to do their own stuff. If it's if it's not the lead role in the film, then it saves money and time and stuff.
Absolutely.
Producers are all about saving money.
Any way they can get it. So, talking about being in Black Panther and Wakanda, what is that like, being a Black woman in the stunt industry? Like, how huge was that for you?
Oh man, that was huge. That was the first time I got to like work with all my friends. Girls that looked like me. I'm like, oh, I never worked with you because usually there's only one of us on a set, That was a thing. And I think it started after that, it started to make people believe that Black women could be in more action roles, I feel like, because before that, there was not much besides, I can remember Vivica Fox doing her role in why am I blanking on Kill Bill and stuff like that. You didn't see much of like people like her and like Kill Bill. You just saw like Angela Bassett getting her ass kicked and by
Yeah, right.
a lot of sprinkle of stuff here and there for action. But then yeah, now there's a lot more things coming out, and Captain Marvel I got to work on, and you see Regina King doing her thing with the nun, and you see Shadow Force with Kerry Washington doing her thing, kicking butt, and you see Viola Davis doing her thing. Like I just think that there's a lot more stuff for us, and it's cool to see.
It really is. It really is because you're
That's
right.
what
It wasn't like that growing up. We didn't have that in front of us. So appreciate you for paving the way also for the rest of us.
Yeah, no, there's definitely people before me that have a lot of people that, I've had to do research about that too, the people that have been before me. It's nice to help not having people be painted and wigged and stuff for roles that could be for us.
That absolutely makes sense. Let's talk about what was going through your mind when you found out that you were going to be a Dora Milaje and had to shave your head.
That was my first big project, so I was ecstatic, and it was my first time doing a job leaving the country, so that was double ecstatic. So the shaving of the head was the last thing on my mind since I was like I was like, oh, money and leaving the country. Oh well, my ends are dying anyway. Like I need a new hairstyle. Maybe it will work. Like I really didn't care. I was like, new hairstyle,
Right. Exactly.
bought a bunch of wigs and didn't even end up wearing them half the time. So yeah, that was I'm sure work gets work, so it just paves the way for more work once you do a good job in one area and you start to gain trust in people, then it just gets easier and easier from there.
That's awesome. Dre, what you got?
I prefer money attracts money. I mean, she said work gets work.
Either way.
But I get it, yes. I was wondering, like, how do you, like, I know what a resume looks like, but what does the resume of a stunt double look like? Not a stunt double, or stunt actor.
Ooh.
And do you say, here's my MDB page?
Do you say Google me, bitch?
Yeah. I'm just curious, how do you deliver this information quickly? Because they always say people have short attention spans, so.
Yeah, the resume is, similar to an actor's resume, I guess, where I don't know. Well, you're going to list all your training that you've done, whether it be in any type of physical activity and acting training, whatever schools you've gone to. And then you're going to have a TV section, you're going to have a film section. Some people have a commercial section. And you just have to list your characters that you've played. You list the directors with a stunt resume, you're going to list the stunt coordinator that you've worked with an acting resume, you're going to list like the director or the casting director or the network that it was on, or I don't know, there's different preferences. It gets crazy, but that's how your resume is going to look, all your certificates and licenses. Yeah, but when I send out an email, I'll just try to do a quick paragraph on, I still train on this, I can swim, run, whatever. And I try to make it short. Here's my IMDb page. And if they have any questions, I say, feel free to ask. Because people
That's
do
fair.
have
Facts.
Maybe I need to learn to write a little more. Maybe maybe I need to change something. I'm not perfect. Maybe I need to do something to change, get more work.
Oh man. So quick question now. What is the most difficult stunt that you've done?
So people ask me that a lot, and I don't know why I always hesitate, because I don't know if I have any.
First one that comes to mind.
Well, I feel like fight choreography is always the most hard thing because it's always changing. You learn, your memory. You got to have a good memory. You learn something, and you got to change it sometimes based on where the camera is shooting, because you have to sell like a punch. Like if the camera's facing here, you have to maybe adjust so that so it reads correctly, so you can punch over this way, or that might be the hardest, is just fighting. Because if it's a trip and fall, or even a fall off of a roof, like you've trained for it, you're mentally prepared for it, but fighting it always changes.
I love how you just say fall off a roof so nonchalantly.
Yeah, and it's so
Tuesday.
Yeah,
Fell off a
Tuesday.
roof.
or like, just, I don't know, or driving a car, it's easier even. But yeah, just learning a fight and memorizing it, and then like, wait, instead of a punch, I need you to do a kick, and changing, the last 5 beats, that can get a little tricky. And working with a different person than you worked with, the last 3 months on the practicing the fight. Then it all of a sudden changes with a different person. That's where it gets, I feel like that's the hardest thing.
Sure.
But
I'll slide in and just be like,
there you go.
So I ask, well, yeah, people in the field, like when you see other things. So like, you're you, and then you see John Wick, which is like an entire movie about fight choreography. How'd you feel, think about that? But I don't know.
Yeah, no, those people are amazing. They're geniuses. And then just hitting the ground over and over for some people, like when I see people do, like, I don't know if you know what a taco is.
Ate one today.
What is a taco?
A real big fall where you like fall on your neck, and you hit the ground, you fall on your neck, and then you land. But people do it so easily because there's a certain way to do it, and it just looks so like painful and horrifying.
Fall on
Oh
your
my
neck.
gosh.
Like a lot of stunt people have to master. Like if somebody asks me that, I'll be like, probably want to get somebody else to do that now these
Can
days.
you do a taco? And how do they ask you?
Somebody who can do a scorpion or a taco, you're just like,
This is the third time I've had to not make a sexual joke.
Behave, Dre. We have company.
Trying. So we just met. Relax, Andre. Relax. We just met. I'm just saying. What's it been? It's been 27 minutes. You'll never sign yet.
you know what? That's all the stunts.
Okay. All right. Okay. All right. I can keep going, but yeah, keep going.
Yeah, no,
You're
go
okay,
ahead.
Alyx.
Go ahead.
All right. So you're from Mass, right? You moved to California, Los Angeles, I presume. Yeah. All right. I've been to LA one time. Yeah, one time for real. Like I'm not counting the airport trips.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember being there, and I was just like, wow, like I thought this place was big. It's huge in real life. And just and the first part I noticed, like, well, it's just like the different personalities there. And how do I phrase this for TV? I was like, man, like even the homeless have a different attitude. My goodness. Like maybe I shouldn't tell that story. But it was the most polite way to ask them. Like I remember like I was getting gas at a gas station, and like this guy comes up to me and he's like, yeah, man, so like could you just like leave your card in there for me and I could just fill up real quick? Like I just need like a gallon. And
Yo, stop.
I've never had anybody with this much courage come up to me.
I've never had any.
And ask me.
That is bold. That is bold.
To have me pay for their gas. I was just like, in my head, I'm like, when he was acting for a part, he was pretending, he was working on his skills, his craft. So, anyways, maybe.
Oh my god.
So now for you though, yeah, what was it like? What was the culture shock, or just coming to this new place, new everything, new weather, new time zone,
Yeah. Oh man. Well, I was all for the weather. That's like one of the reasons why I came out here was the weather. Besides, the career opportunities, in LA, the film and TV world. But yeah, right when I got here, it kind of was a culture shock. I noticed it was, I don't know. I felt like people say massholes and like that. Everybody from the East Coast at like massholes, stuff like that, and we're like, oh, cool, yeah, we're massholes. But people out here, Like rude. You know, you want to walk on a certain side of, like, can you move so I can walk on the street too? Like the sidewalk, like people don't move out the way. I remember the first week of me being in LA, I went to the grocery store and I had a bunch of stuff in my car. And this has never happened to me before, but like I turned around and my car was gone. And I was
What?
like,
What?
you need the same toothpaste and you need the you need the freezing food that they eat. You need all that. Like I just had gotten socks and I gotta go get it again. So that
You
was
said, look at that. I don't have
that
to shop. It's already done.
and I was so mad I had to go get all my stuff again. And that was like one of the culture shock experiences that I had first time moving to LA was the audacity of someone to steal my cart
Right?
in the middle of grocery
What
shopping.
store was it? What store was it?
It was Walmart, I think.
Someone just
Well,
took your.
you answered your own question right there.
Okay, all right.
Not gonna say I'm
I was
surprised.
laughing, imagining like somehow like what if you like showed up to the checkout at the same time too? You like what?
Like he's behind you in line with your shit,
In front of you in line.
Yeah.
right?
You're
Just-
welcome.
Oh my god.
I don't know. I feel like everybody is here from all different parts of the country and
Yeah.
different
That's true.
types of people, personalities, just like everybody from everywhere, and they all want something, and they all want something from each other. So that's what that is. Everybody trying to get.
Well, since you
trying-
brought it up, how many Diddy parties were you at?
I'm done. Listen, they say it's okay as long as you leave before midnight. Don't stay after hours. Oh my god.
No, none of that. Mm-mm.
Okay,
So, quick question. Quick little
I
Randolph.
gotta finish
fact check.
laughing. I'm gonna mute.
I have to do that at work when people are crazy. We call it mute to chuckle.
I'm finished. Thank you.
I'm finished. So I was going to ask, now, the class of 2002, Randolph High, is a very special class. I don't care what anybody else says. It's a special class. And there's a lot of superstars. A lot of superstars. So I know a bunch of y'all went out to LA. Who do you still see or like keep track of that's out there with you right now?
No.
You don't run into Nick or Justin or nobody? Mike,
No.
they don't cross over once in a while? I know he's everywhere.
Right now, I love them. I did just talk to Nick like briefly. He's doing a little retreat in Greece, and invited me and all that. One of these days,
Right?
well, maybe one day we'll start right here in California, since we're
That's
in
what
the
I'm saying.
same state.
Right?
Oh, it's okay. I came out here and I knew a bunch of people that were out here, and they were out here before me. Everybody gets a group of friends, they get their posse, their
Mhm.
tribe, and then and people grow apart, and life goes different ways, and all of a sudden it's
That's
not
true.
high school, it's not Randolph High School anymore.
True.
So I told Dan, people get girlfriends, husbands, wives, and kids, and then just start to think in different areas, and
Mhm.
But yeah, when I first came out there, I used to see Nick, and I a lot, and I used to room. Justin was my roommate for a bit there, and
Hey.
he's I'm so proud of him. He's doing amazing work. But hopefully I see them again soon.
Right?
Dancing, I haven't danced in a while, but maybe I'll get back into a class or something and start moving. I haven't played an
I was
instrument.
thinking about it too. Yeah.
Maybe I'll get with Justin and be like, hey, teach me how to play things again.
Right? We could have an old band reunion.
Yeah.
Go meet up at Miss P's house.
Oh,
Right? I'll bring my clarinet. Because one time at band camp, that's how long me and Keisha known each other.
band and chorus.
Right?
Come on, Micah. Teach us how to sing again.
Right? Oh man. No, shout out to everybody, all the Blue Devils that are doing the big thing out there. Definitely download some music from Kong, Sons of Serendip. Check out all the movies Keisha's been in. We had a little meet and greet for the 20-year reunion. I also pre-planned a pre-party to go see Wakanda Forever and get everybody together. It was only me and James Madden, but that's all right.
It's all good.
We were screaming your name when we saw your name in the credits. We were like, hey,
Like, where was she in the movie? I didn't see her, but they cut. I promise, they cut out the scene.
It's all good. It's all good.
Yeah.
Oh, what was my other question? Hold on, I had a brain fart, like a fart in the wind. Dre said.
If it's about the third Black Panther, I have no idea.
I didn't even know. I didn't even know there was an option.
Nobody has any. I mean, they film a lot of things in the UK now.
Mm-hmm.
The US has to get their stuff together, and California. So yeah, who knows? I saw Angela Bassett on set the other day, and I brought it up, and she's like, "Yeah, you know anything about it?" And I'm like, "You're asking me? You're the queen. Like, do you know?"
When my husband sees this episode, he's gonna lose his mind. Oh my gosh.
But yeah, a lot
Angela
of
Bassett, just chilling with Angela Bassett on a regular basis. You know, like you heard anything about the movie? I didn't hear anything. You find out, you let me know.
Yeah,
that is so cool though.
More cover.
Angela Bassett is on my husband's hall pass list, so you tell her that.
Yeah, it should be on all hall pass lists.
Literally. Listen, I'm not gonna hold you, no homo, but I just saw her in what was that? Gunpowder Milkshake. I'm sitting here Googling her age because I'm watching these stunts she's doing. I'm like, okay. It was her, Michelle Yeoh, and who else? I can't remember her name, but yeah, they were whooping it. Go listen, it's on Netflix. Go watch it. It's great. It's amazing.
Okay, I will.
Gunpowder Milkshake. Yes, check it out. Talking about stunts. All these women are up in their 60s and above doing their own stunts. I said, good for y'all. Good for y'all.
Doing some of the stunts.
Probably. Yeah, I don't think it was all of them. Although I don't know. I could see Angela Bassett swinging a hammer and killing somebody with it. I could see that.
Yeah. I'm sure she could. She's badass.
She is. So I showed Kenny a picture of her. He was like, she looks so good. She can't be that age. I said, sir, you didn't know her as Tina Turner. You didn't know. This man, she's been working, okay? All the flowers, give it to her.
All of them.
Right. Do you have a crush on Angela Bassett? Because who don't?
She's great.
Are you in a safe place? Blink twice if you knew. Is your wife in the room and you can't say it? Oh, man. Dre, did you want to ask her anything else?
Sure, I can. All right. Yeah. So you mentioned traveling, favorite set, or again, I won't ask you your favorite set, but first one that comes to mind where you're like, wow, this is, better in real life.
Set?
Yeah, set, location, shooting location.
I mean, going to South Korea was up there.
Okay. What was that for? What film was that?
Korea for Black Panther, for the first Black
Panther. Really? I didn't know that anything was in South Korea.
Yeah, part of the movie takes place in South Korea when they're in the casino scene, and then
the scene, right?
Right after the casino.
Okay. Yeah.
Still in South Korea. It probably was cheaper to go there and bring everybody over there, honestly. That's how ridiculous it is to film in America, and that's why everything goes elsewhere. It's probably because it was cheaper to bring hundreds of people from the US to go to South Korea to film everything.
Wow.
So yeah,
that's wild.
Weeks. Germany, I filmed in Germany for Without Remorse, Michael B. Jordan. That was amazing. All the history there was good to just, I'm not a history fan, but like Germany, like the history in Germany.
About Germany. You're
being like I was able to, when you have time off, I was able to go to some of the concentration camps and museums and stuff like that. That was pretty cool. And I would go, like when I had times off in the weekend, I went to Amsterdam one weekend and then went to Paris one weekend. So that was just a cool experience, just to be able to do that, and not otherwise I wouldn't have done those things, if I wasn't working across the seas. But that's about it,
South Korea, Germany. Hey, I haven't been to either place. So cool.
Right? Me either. Shit.
Italy.
Yeah.
You went to Italy? Oh, did you eat Alfredo?
Yeah.
Ate a lot of pasta and pizza. There's a lot of pasta and pizza there.
Yeah,
oh my god, that's my bucket list. One of my bucket list places. I want to eat the food. Not the same kind of pizza. The places.
Might take like 2 or 3.
Yeah.
To make one of ours.
Bread.
The portions? Oh no.
Yes.
I was like, oh, that's how they stay thin. They just give you less.
And their ingredients.
Well, it makes sense.
That too. The ingredients are way better.
But yeah, I was in Rome filming The Old Guard 2, which comes out in July.
Ooh, what's the plot on that?
If you saw The Old Guard 1, it's about a bunch of immortal people who go check out the first one.
Okay. Check out the first one. Immortal People. Hello.
It's fantastic.
Adding it to the list.
Charlize Theron stars.
Okay.
Kiki Lane is
All
one
right.
that I doubled in the second one.
Okay. All right. I'm adding it to my Keisha list. I have a long running Keisha list. All right, hold on. What was it? I was gonna ask you. So, being in the industry, it's gonna take a lot of wear and tear on your body. What do you do to keep yourself in shape? And what beauty regimen do you swear?
Like I said before, working out and training, keeping your body in shape is going to help you from injuries. Just training to do things that you might have to do in the future. Things like, just go and get massages and chiropractor, whatever you is best for your body, acupuncture, whatever you like to do. And also padding up when you're doing your stunts is a body saver for sure. Some people might think that they might not have enough time or enough room, but padding up, protecting your body as much as possible is what keeps your body, going for the long run. And what was after that you said?
Beauty regimen. What beauty product do you swear by?
I don't really have particular beauty regimen. I'm looking in my bathroom right now. I try to take a lot of vitamins. I try to take my vitamin C's and D's.
All the vitamins.
Yeah, especially, I try. You don't want to get sick these days, so vitamins and just things for your face with like turmeric and stuff like that.
That's a great one. Turmeric, absolutely.
Yeah, for scars and inflammation.
Yes, scars and inflammation, absolutely. Fun trick if you didn't know that. Yeah, Keisha and I are part of the natural club, so wash our face and drink water and mind our business. That's the regimen.
Hydrated. Stay hydrated.
Stay hydrated and mind your business.
Right.
So what was my other question? Hold on. When you're offset, what's your vibe? Are you chilling in sweatpants? Are you, fashionista? Yes. Okay. Yes. Sweatpants.
At all.
Touche.
Sorry, that's my puppy.
That's okay. If an animal doesn't walk across the street, are you even? Keisha, I'm coming over. I have to pet the puppy. I'm coming. I'm taking a flight. What's bruises like $39, right? Dre, you wanted to go to Wawa. Let's go. Let's take a trip real quick. I have to pet a puppy.
Who pets the puppy when you're at work?
Yeah, I do have the exact same one, but still, that's not the point. That's not that puppy. This is my house puppy. I want that puppy. Guys, do you know I had my husband convinced for the first 3 years of our relationship that he could not leave me alone by myself because if I saw a man with a puppy in a van, I was going with him. Dead ass.
Okay.
And he just found out a year ago that I was joking. He was like, "Are you serious?" I was like, "You think I'm that special?" I did gas him up though, because I was like, "Well, no, only if it was a cute puppy. If it's an ugly puppy, I'll come home. It'll be fine."
Hilarious.
I believe
So,
missing.
You what? Would you look for me? Would you know I was missing?
No.
I haven't heard from her in a couple of weeks. I should check in. She's been on the news. Let's say. They don't put 40-year-old women on the news when they go missing.
What?
Unless you have kids. Oh,
damn.
It's true. It's so true. Speaking of stunt doubling, recently you were talking about the light being shed on the stunt community. And recently, I don't know if anybody else watches Only Murders in the Building, but the last season was all based on everything from the stunt person's point of view. From one of the main characters who is an actor in the show has a stunt double, and the stunt double, her whole character took over. And it was, oh my God, what's her name? Jane, hold on. Is it Jane Finch? Oh my gosh, she was in, I love her. Oh my gosh, she was in Glee. She was in Glee. The gym teacher, the blonde gym teacher. Yeah. So she plays, not Martin Short, what's the other one? Steve Martin. She plays Steve Martin's double, and that's hilarious to me. So, but now it's the whole latest season was about the stunt community and all the things they do and how they protect themselves and how tight the community is. So it's you got to take a peek on the inside, and I thought that was really nice and really well done while they were all solving her murder. So it was great.
I have to check that out.
Yeah, definitely. Only Murders is a great show altogether. So many cameos, so many interesting ways of killing people and solving murders. I'm all from listening to a murder podcast. So I love it. It's great. Highly recommend. Add it to the list.
For sure.
What is a role that you really want to play, or some double for somebody? Who are you really gunning for?
I'm gunning for roles more than doubling. But, you know, the best role would be to play Issa Rae's sister on freaking Amazing Comedy.
Mm-hmm.
It's just like, and we're like a team. I don't know what the plot would be, but that's what it would be.
So I'm visualizing a buddy comedy type of, maybe like a cop comedy where like you get teamed up with Issa Rae, but it's like you find out she's actually your long lost sister, and now y'all got to go fight crime together, kind of like Other Guys, but like related.
That would be amazing. Sorry, hold on one second.
Mm-hmm. That's just off the top of my head, you know, random.
That great minds think alike. That would be amazing,
right? No, because I definitely get the Issa Rae vibe from you. All.
Angela Bassett could play my mom. Viola Davis.
Hello.
Either would be amazing.
She said, I'll take either one. I'm tagging all of them when I post this.
Yes. Maybe they can. One can be my aunt and one can be my mom. We can all do this.
Exactly. Make room for everybody. If Issa can afford it.
Yes.
But she's big money now. Good for her.
Regina can come in on this too. She's.
Mm-hmm. She is. I loved her in oh my gosh, what was that movie with Marsai Martin?
Dang.
She played her younger self. It was, oh my god, it was so cute.
Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Issa Rae was in it too, right?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. My brain is pooped right now.
It's okay. See, somebody drop in the comments what the movie was. You get that all the time. It'll be like 40 minutes in and they'll be like, it was this one. I'm like, thank you.
Was it little? I think it was little.
It was little. Such a cute movie. Oh my god.
Heck yeah.
Oh man. So what's it like coming back home after doing all these things? What's it like coming back to Randolph and saying hi?
It's the same old. I don't know. Kind of grounding to just, you know, be with your family and just, and you know, I don't know. Everybody's usually working, so when I go home, I'm not doing much but watching TV. And then I'm doing all the visiting. So like, you know, you got to say hi to your aunt and your uncle and mom and dad and go to dinner and, you know, and the sister and then everybody's separate, you know, barely get enough time for your couple close friends.
Right.
So yeah, it's just normal.
Good. That's good. Your head hasn't got that gassed up. That's great.
Yeah, no, come home, hang out with a few people, go to some Christmas parties. It's usually around the holiday. Just
true.
Come home for a couple of weeks because that's when work is not happening. So yeah, but any to reach out on, you know, Facebook, Instagram. You want to catch some food or a movie or I don't know.
Heck yeah, I'm down for some sushi. Let's go hang out. Dre, you want to come? It's cool. You can come too. We can all go get some sushi. It'll be great.
Yeah, I never told you the sushi story.
What sushi story? No,
I'll tell it another time.
Green room talk. That's fine. Oh man,
just got my.
It's okay. We don't need your sushi story.
I wasn't gonna do it now. Oh,
I know.
It is hilarious. Hilariously inappropriate.
That sounds about our stuff. Yep.
Yeah.
Right on brand.
Thank you. You're welcome.
So as we're wrapping up, I just want to ask, is there anyone in your life that inspired you to go in the direction that you went and make you the person you are today?
I think my parents, my mom, you know.
Hi, Mom.
Hey, Mom. She is basically an entertainer herself. I think she used to sing when she was younger in Jamaica.
Didn't know that.
My aunt was an actor. She went to Juilliard, or she got an offer to go to Juilliard. I don't know if she ever went.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know. I come from a family of artists. My mom loves watching movies. I always watched movies, and my stepdad growing up, we always watched movies. And yeah, I've always wanted this life. Mom put me in dance and like modeling classes and stuff like that when I was younger, and all that stuff just to let me have an outlet for all my artistic stuff.
You sure that was a Jamaican mom? What? That doesn't even sound Jamaican to me.
My mom did the exact same thing, and she's Jamaican. Cut it out.
Part of Jamaica you from?
Yeah, no, I don't sound Jamaican or right now. It's weird.
Yeah, how many generations down are you? He's Jamaican too. We're all Jamaican right now.
My mom was born in Jamaica. I'm a first generation American.
Nice. I'm what am I, second, third? I'm third. And that's what, yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
They're African
Fine.
American.
I was born there. So yeah. Y'all are
Oh, we're
Okay.
Jafakins by definitions. Y'all just
Wow,
faking
not
it.
Jafakins. He got jokes.
I like that one.
Oh my God. I'm
Just
keeping that one.
pretends like I like beef patties. You know, like
No, he roasts me all the time. He'll be like, "Oh, did you have your Rasta pasta today?" Oh man, good stuff. All right, well, from the 3 Jamaicans then.
don't. Sure. Yes. Okay.
Everybody say hi to their moms.
Moms.
Now, how about we do this? How about So starting from Keisha, how about you say Wagwan? You know, let me hear. Go ahead.
Wagwan.
Alyx, your turn.
Wagwan. And Mr. First Generation?
I started it already when I said it, right?
That don't
His-
Watagwan, man. Yeah, yo, Rasta, Wagwan.
Oh my gosh. This is
Danai.
great. This is a
I
great
mean,
episode, guys. All right, well, we're going to wrap up. So I want to say goodnight to Keisha. Thank you for joining us. Dre, do you want to say goodbye?
Take it easy. Thanks for visiting. It was fun, of course. We hope to see you again sometime.
Sorry to interrupt. I was going to say, what do you have? Do you have anything exciting coming up that we should be keeping our eyes out for?
Just the old guard too. I got to work in Italy over there. I didn't do too much. The actress did a lot of things. She's amazing. Kiki Lane. There's a movie that I worked on, just doing some driving. You might see my face. I'm not sure. So if they cut me out, then I don't want to be a liar. The Lost Bus. It's about true events from a fire in a city called Paradise in California. That was a big fire that burnt down the whole city. And I got to work on that. That's Matthew McConaughey and America Ferrara. I'm blanking on other stuff, but
that's okay. Next time, we'll bring your resume. It'll be great.
Coming to an end. Got to double Aisha a few times with that. And
okay.
I got to double somebody on The Fallout. An actress, her name is Barbara, on one of the episodes on The Fallout.
The list is long and running. Okay, booked and busy. We're here for it.
Good times.
Right?
Pray for more.
Yes, lots more. Keep the list running.
Thank you.
All right. Well, Keisha, feel free if you want to come back to sign up and let us know and keep us abreast of all the things Keisha. And we're going to say goodnight, everybody. And please join us next time on the AA Perspective.
Thanks for having me.